Now, in the present position, you have the King of Pentacles, which is absolutely great because he is bringing in stability and security. There's some kind of a reward coming in. Maybe you're going to get promoted on a job. Maybe you're going to find a new client that needs help and will be giving you, a lot of money for that help. Hello, all my beautiful souls, and welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I will be doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Leo for the month of July. I hope all of my Leos are doing great. Do let me know in the comment section how things are going for you. As you know, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that may not resonate. Only take the parts that do and leave the rest for someone else. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. In the past position, we have two pages. Page of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups. In the obstacle position, we have the Tower and the Strength. In the present position, we have the King of Pentacles and the World. You are gonna feel great in the month of July. And in the future outcome position, we've got the Two of Cups clarified by the Knight of Cups. So let's get right into the spread. In the past position, you have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is kind of like a middle-of-the-run card. It has some positive attributes, but generally swords are not viewed super positively. The good thing is that this is in the past position. However, it is still sort of kind of lingering in your mind, and it's affecting your mind a little bit. What you need to do here is find balance and harmony, because the Page of Swords represents your mental thinking, your mental activity, your thoughts, whereas the Page of Cups represents how you feel, your emotional side of things. And so when you have the pages together, it tells me that there is a little bit of an imbalance between your heart and your mind. And this is crucial because usually programming affects our mind. The programming pulls us in the direction of what other people say, what other people expect, what other people are putting into our head. Whereas our heart is so powerful and so beautiful and so full of love and joy. It pulls us towards what each and every one of us really wants to do. And so what happens generally across societies is our parents, our grandparents, it doesn't matter which country you live in, put this in our head. You got to be smart. You got to be smart. It's a hard world. You got to be smart. Can't follow your heart. You got to follow your mind. You got to have the job that pays the most amount of money. You got to, marry to your advantage. You got to get promoted to your advantage. You got to, secure your finances, this and that and the other. And so slowly, little bit by little bit, the programming gets us away from really tuning in to our heart energy. It's important to remember that your heart is the most important organ in your body, because your brain, your mind is there. It's where the ego lives. Your ego lives in your brain. It lives in your mind. The brain's function is to keep you alive. The ego wants to survive. The ego wants to outdo others. And the heart, is all about kindness. It wants to love. It wants to, spread joy and celebration and all of that. So it's important to make sure both the mind and the heart are aligned and pulling in one direction. And the more you try, the better you get at it. It may take a day or two, a week, a month to get used to both your mind and your heart pulling in one direction. But it's important also with the Page of Swords, it's a reminder from the divine to open up emotionally. After a while, people tend to want to protect their heart and they don't open up. And so they kind of put shields up, put barriers up to protect the heart. It's important to remember to keep the heart open to others. Now, in the obstacle position, we've got the Tower, which is interesting because it does point to the fact that you may experience some kind of fear of change, some kind of, because you got used to the Tower. You got used to having it there. You got used to, it's standing there. And so it's important to remember that having the Tower is actually a good thing because when it crumbles, it shows the path forward. And so there is something that you're not letting go of, and it's related to your ego. The Strength card, the lion in the Strength card actually symbolizes your ego, and this person in the white robe actually symbolizes you. And you are sort of like kind of working with your ego to remind it to not, just lose it completely and devour everything, and everyone's standing in your way. Sometimes ego needs to learn patience. Sometimes ego needs to learn to let go. Sometimes ego needs to learn how to transmute energy. And so there's something about the ego that needs additional work, and it's not letting this false structure crumble. When the ego lets go and the Tower crumbles, then a new path appears and a new way kind of helps you get to your destination. So there is something that you need to let go of. And the Tower, it's important to remember, it's not in the present position, it's in an obstacle position, which means that once you let go, you're going to feel unburdened. You're going to feel lighter, faster, better, stronger, so much more amazing. But the mind oftentimes, kind of holds on for dear life. And so it's important to kind of do some internal work to allow the path forward to materialize. Now, in the present position, you have the King of Pentacles, which is absolutely great because he is bringing in stability and security. There's some kind of a reward coming in. Maybe you're going to get promoted on a job. Maybe you're going to find a new client that needs help and will be giving you, a lot of money for that help that you might provide. But you're going to be feeling much better about things. You're going to take stock of everything that you have, and you've mastered something. You've mastered a sense of stability. You've mastered a sense of security. You've mastered a sense of practicality and strategizing in order to protect your finances, in order to protect your stability. The King of Pentacles has a Midas touch. Whatever he touches turns to gold. Whatever he says is important because others listen and take note. So you are being noticed in the month of July. You are going to feel incredible surge of power that's going to give you momentum to move forward. It's going to bring a smile to your face. It's going to, the effort that you've put in is going to get a reward in the materialistic type of sense. And to top it all off, there is a brand new connection coming in. I mean, this is great. The end of July is going to be time for bonding, time for connecting, time for expanding the connection that you have with someone special. It could be a lover, it could also be a friend, it could also be a partner, but you're going to be finding yourself celebrating. Do remember, you have to let go. You're constantly evolving. Every time you eat, every time you put something new in your body is renewed. And so it's important to remember, you evolve day to day, week to week, month to month. When evolution happens, and it happens every day, you have to train your heart, your mind, your higher self to let things go. Because as you let things go, you will be in higher vibration. And as you stay in higher vibration for longer periods of time, you will experience easier, faster, more productive manifesting. And your spirit will be fulfilled. You will be much more emotionally realized when it comes to your potential. But let's see what we can clarify with the Shaman's Dream Oracle card that I pulled for you. And we have a tidy house, clarity and organization. Definitely the divine here is saying focus on better organizing when it comes to your time, when it comes to your energy. Everything should be streamlined. In the morning, you should be getting up and doing some sort of meditation or stretching or having a cup of coffee while looking out the window at the beautiful nature outside. And then going throughout your day, accomplishing 2 to 3 things. Don't try to do it everything. Don't try to do 5, 10 things. You have to take 10 problems and kind of put them into 3. Because a lot of times there is overlap between problems. So you can look and say, well, this needs to get done, that needs to get done, this has to get solved, that's an issue. And you have to find the commonalities and make them smaller into 3. There's usually some kind of overlap between different problems. If you can narrow down the scope, you can knock them out much faster. You've got to organize yourself better. And when you organize yourself better, your energy will thank you, because you'll have more time and more energy for the things that matter, for the things that bring happiness, for the things that elevate you, for the things that make you want to live life in a happy and more satisfied way. I also pulled an Angel and Ancestor Oracle card, and we've got Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. It's important to channel the fox kind of energy, right? Foxes are cunning. They don't use brute force like a bear. They are very concentrated. So when you think about something you're tackling, think about how can you go right for the heart of it, grab what you need, and get yourself out back to where you need to be, right? You need to be surgically precise in your approach, whether it's a connection or a situation or what have you. You have to think cunningly like a fox, and at times maybe use deception, maybe use cleverness, because those tools are given to us, to be utilized. And so as you think like a fox, you can strategize in order to kind of give you an advantage when it comes to reaching your goals, reaching your dreams. Remember, life is a long haul. And you got to pace yourself, but you also have to be strategic. You have to focus on the inner first, then the outer. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Leo. I hope you have a wonderful month of July. If you did enjoy, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you think someone else could benefit from this reading, please feel free to share. That would help my channel a great deal. And also, don't forget to visit me on Instagram. I post inspirational messages to remind you of your absolute amazing uniqueness and what's coming up in the astrological sense as well. Thank you so much for visiting me today, and I will see you in the next one.